What's going on, everybody? Matt Malatesta here with Shaun Stevens, the head coach at St. Pius. Last year, coach, was your first year. Now we're in year 2. How do you feel the development has gone so far leading into year 2? You had a full year, a full spring under your belt.
It's been great. I think that having a year under my belt as a staff member at Pius has been great because I got a chance to figure out all the routines and things like that. I got a year to be here with the admin, Rachel and Bates and all of those people who were year 1. You get a chance to see, okay, they're supportive. Going to year 2, let's make sure they're still very important. And they were, man, they're awesome. They've done a phenomenal job. Even Triplet, over academics, and our dean of student Hornsby, all these people have been super, super supportive, helping me and the students. But as far as that extra year, man, it takes time for people to be more mature, to get stronger, bigger, and faster. And so, yeah, a lot of kids that went through track and all summer workouts and stuff like that. So looking forward to being very promising.
And you got a new athletic director, which is exciting. Also, tell me about him.
Yes, we did. Yep. So Coach C got here a couple weeks ago, and he's taken over for our previous athletic director. But, man, he's been awesome. He is on 100 every day, full of energy, always just willing to help out all the coaches also. And so it sucked losing Jeff, but, bringing him in is like, we're picking right back off where we left. But he's been awesome. He's definitely been very awesome.
Going into this upcoming season, what do you think will be a different look? What will be different? What will be new to the table for St. Pius? Is it new players or is it just experience?
Man, it's a combination of it all. We got a couple new coaches added on. We bring back several of the older coaches. So we got Coach Moreno, Coach Lewis, Coach Helms, Coach Finney. Jalil's working with us now. Coach Cross, Coach Smith, McGinnis, Clifton, Coach K, and Coach Marco. And it starts with us as coaches, like us being great leaders and being willing to handle adversity and we meet up every single day, have freaking full roundtable meetings on how we can make things better. And so it starts with those guys, and they've been awesome. But the maturity level of the players is totally different from last year. Now it's more so, instead of them being nervous getting in games, not knowing what to expect, now it's more like, they expect to win and they want to win. So that's been the biggest thing. The addition of a couple new players, guy a lot of people don't know about, Gerald Moore, super, super freaking fast. Trey Finney, kid that had freaking out as a freshman, 15 Division I offers. Got a couple new big guys that came in, Big Landon, Jacob. So the addition of those guys was freaking absolutely huge. But on the flip side, we're bringing back several of our really, really good players. Our quarterback is coming back for his senior year. We bring back Amir, who was our do-it-all player. He played receiver, slot, freaking outside, running back, some wildcat. So the addition of those guys is definitely going to help us be extremely, extremely better. And Marcos and Sykes and all these extra guys that play really, really big roles for us. Last year, coming in this year, the addition of all new players, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
What do you think you're going to lean on the most as it relates to what's your strength?
Look, I already talked about this last year. You don't want to give too much away, but I think after track season, guys, they know they were really, really fast. So utilizing that, we had a long meeting yesterday talking about speed and space. So that's going to be a big part of what we do. Just getting the ball to those guys on the perimeter and letting them be successful and do what they do. Defensively, it's just physicality, trying to be as physical as we possibly can. You got one kid that I think of that's been freaking phenomenal. He's also one of our captains, is Kendall. And the last scrimmage, this guy had maybe 2 or 3, I think 4 or 5 tackles for loss from safety. He tackled guys 4 yards in the backfield from safety. So physicality is something that we're going to lean on very heavily in speed.
The slate doesn't start off easy. We all jump right into it. You'll have the Woodlands Christian Academy first game of the season. Just talk about its early, what are you trying to accomplish from that game? It's not a district game. You've seen them, you probably scouted them up a little bit, but just talk about, going into the first game. What's the game plan? Don't tell me the game plan, but give me the coach speak of it.
Yeah. I mean, I might have scouted them just a little bit, but they got a big guy, number 23 at defensive line. They got a couple new big guys that came in, so their greatest strength is their defensive line, right on the defensive side. On the offensive side, they got a quarterback that's pretty freaking good. So, I mean, any coach, if you're playing against a team with a great defensive line, there's things that you need to do. You need to get them tired. You need to run away, stay away from their best players. That's just in general, and then do the best we can to minimize what that quarterback can do with his feet. So that's gonna be everybody's game plan the whole season against that team. When you got a really good running back, good defensive line. So
what did you get to do to kind of unwind from the football, get away from the football this summer? Anything in particular?
That's a great question. The answer to that is nothing. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna say this. I definitely, every single day, I try my best to come home after practice and hang out with my son and my wife, right? And a lot of times they just turn it to me and my son for a little bit, give her a little break. We'll go to the park just about every day. She was days where we're getting out of practice late and I'm staying after late talking with coaches and meeting. Then when I get home, I'm taking them to the park 11 o'clock at night, trying to get a little bit of energy out. But outside of just being with the family, man, it's been full go, 100% football. So
yeah. I get it. When we were kids, remember the summer was the summer and you had a break, but speed and strength and all this stuff during the summer, it just kind of all, melts together, expectations this season. Finally, just talk about in year 2, what's the expectations going through district to the playoffs, etc.
Well, man, you look at a lot of the little rankings and it shows us being pretty freaking good, But it's funny because we haven't played yet. And those things are all assumptions off of some of the players we may have and some of the returners. But we expect to win. I mean, that's the name of the game. You play a game of football. There's going to be a winner and a loser. And we're looking to be on that winning side of the column more than the loss side of the column. And as you know, man, St. Pius has traditionally been a freaking powerhouse. They've had some down years, previous years, but man, we're expecting to bring the X back.
All right, watch out for Pius. Year 2, under the direction of Shaun Stevens. Big expectations. I know that is kind of, hard at the beginning of the season because nobody really knows who's got what. Good luck this season. We'll be talking every week, kind of recapping the weekend and previewing what's to come. But we're excited about the St. Pius X Panthers this season. All right, this is Matt with VYPE. We'll see y'all at the games. Get out to the games.